exciting day today. I'm expecting royalty tomorrow. The princess from Texas is coming to visit me, and today I'm spending my day getting ready. I have a lot of things to do. Special soap. Every princess needs her own little soap with a crown on it, don't you think? There, doesn't that look lovely? I'm using the household staff to clean out the royal bath. The last person who stayed in the royal bedchamber was the famous science fiction writer. And so it's time to get rid of the sheets and give the princess some clean sheets. We're getting a little help from the royal dog here. The royal dog seems to have a royal flea. Everything must be clean for the princess. Well, my friend Lynn isn't really a princess. But many years ago, when we were working together in the OBGYN office here in Davis, she made comments many times about how she always felt that she was born to be a princess. So we've always teased her about being a princess. She moved to Texas about 6 or 7 years ago, I guess, and she's been out here a couple of times, and she's coming out now for a conference. So I'm trying to prepare the royal welcome, as I said. I'm really looking forward to having her come, because the thing about Lynn is a very, you'll see in movies that I'll be making the next couple of days, or over the next week, I guess. Lynn is a very vivacious person. There's a lot of life about her. When she was here, I had a social life. We did a lot of things together. We had, there was another woman who was involved with the two of us, and the three of us used to do a lot of fun things. We had a regular, what we called MQA, which stood for massive quantities of alcohol. And massive quantities of alcohol got started one night when Rosemary was very depressed, and she said she was going to go home and drink. So I came home and I gathered up every bottle of liquor, every bottle of anything alcoholic, from liquor to wine to rubbing alcohol to, I don't know, Windex, anything that had alcohol in it, mouthwash. I gathered up and I brought it over to her house, and Rosemary and Lynn came over too. And we decided we'd had such a good evening that night that we would do it on a regular basis. So we used to get together for MQA nights, which would mean that we'd have a glass of wine at somebody's house, and then we'd go out for dinner, and we'd just sit and do silly girl stuff. And it's the kind of thing that I'll bet every single woman watching this video does with a friend. But the thing is that when Lynn left, it all dissolved. For a lot of different reasons, I guess. I had lost my job at the hospital, and most of my social contacts were through the office. And some of them I still see from time to time, but when your whole life is, when your whole friendship is based on work that you do together, and you lose that common bond, then things are not quite the same. So they've gradually kind of dissolved, and there's nobody left anymore that I see on a regular basis. And the kids had died by then, so some of the people who I would see socially were uncomfortable around me. Other people that I would see socially in the past, our connections had disappeared. I went out and got another job, but it wasn't exactly conducive to making friends because it was a two-person office, me and the doctor, and so there was nobody to talk to. I just sat there by myself. So I never, since Lynn left, like I said, this is about 7 years ago, I've never really had any kind of a social network in this town, and the people that I've known for a long time, who are still good friends, all live at a distance. So my life here, reflected by the rather dull nature of most of these videos, is the dogs and the house, and I do transcription, and I watch television, and that's pretty much it. But Lynn's coming. The princess is coming back to town, and I'm looking forward to having a really good time with her. We'll have several days here, then we'll have several days in San Francisco, and then she'll go back to Texas, and my life will go back to being what it was before she came. But for one brief shining moment, I'm going to have a princess in my life again.